All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here, and welcome to another Mortal Kombat 1 video. So today, we're going to be talking about this Evo situation. So I was gone during the weekend. I've been MIA, so I haven't been able to make this video responding to a lot of people's question, like what are my opinions on the really low numbers for Mortal Kombat 1's first Evo. Now, keep in mind, this is the biggest fighting game tournament of all time. Look at those insane numbers. Evo announced that they broke their own record for the highest attendance of any, I think, esports event, or just as far as competitors go. Obviously, there's been esports events that have insane amount of people who go watch. But as far as competitors, Evo broke the record. Crazy numbers. But one thing is glaring, that number 7 right there. 7's supposed to be a good luck number. 645 competitors signed up for Mortal Kombat 1. Beating out only the King of Fighters. The King of Fighters 15 is the only game that has less competitor signups than Mortal Kombat 1. So a lot of people have been asking me, like, what are my opinions on this? Is Mortal Kombat 1 dead? What the hell's going on with Mortal Kombat 1? Ironically enough, I think like 3 months into Mortal Kombat's lifespan, I made a video that got a lot of people to start talking when I uploaded a video called "What the hell is going on with Mortal Kombat 1?" Because the fall off from release day to even 2 months in, from a casual fan base, which is the majority of the fan base of Mortal Kombat 1, the interest peaked at actually a very amazing number. Like, the first month was really good, and it's typical of Mortal Kombat games when they release, and just NRS games in general, because Injustice 2 had the same thing. But very quickly, it dropped off a lot. And to be quite honest with you guys, my opinion on the low number of Mortal Kombat 1 entrants to compete is not surprising at all. I actually thought it was going to be lower. Because pretty much for the most part, every major tournament for Mortal Kombat 1 has had a small amount of competitors that sign up to compete. Let's put out the facts out there. The numbers are so low because Mortal Kombat 1 dropped off a lot with the casual audience. And like I said, it's the biggest part of why Mortal Kombat games sell so much, because of the casual audience. But I feel like the cameo system was definitely a big detriment to the interest of a lot of the casual fan base. And for the most part, a lot of people who compete at Evo, even though they go to tournaments and all that, there's a lot of casual fans of the games that only choose Evo to compete. And in years past, I saw this tweet right here. This is just the numbers from pretty much any NRS game. During the first year, there's always a lot of casual fans that go and compete at Evo for fun. They want to watch the tournament live. Let's go back to 2015. Mortal Kombat X, 1,162 competitors. Huge at the time. It was only second to Street Fighter 4 that probably had over 3K, maybe 2 point something K. Street Fighter will always be the number one game in the FGC. That's just how it is. MKX second year, 707. Still some respectable numbers. It was still high enough to earn a spot in the Sunday final showcase, where Sonic Fox came across Tekken Master. Tekken Master made a crazy run out of nowhere. Unknown player at the time. Obviously went on to become one of the most decorated competitive MK players. One of the best. So that was a fun memory of the grand finals back in MKX. Injustice 1 or Injustice 2 2017, 883 competitors. It wasn't bad, but for a first year game from NRS, it was pretty bad. And then Injustice 2, the second competitive year, 356. Then we move on to Mortal Kombat 11 with 1,567 competitors that entered the tournament. As much as I hated some of the mechanics for MK11, the interest for that game was insane the first year and a half. The first year and a half, crazy. Maybe not for live streams and maybe not every single tournament, but for Evo, for views on YouTube, the interest in MK11 was crazy. Then there was no follow-up year, back-to-back years, because obviously we had the pandemic. So the next time that MK11 showed up at Evo was all the way in 2022, 464, but that was like, 4 years into the game, then 5 years into the game, 449. And then we move on to Mortal Kombat 1 with 645 competitors entering the Evo tournament the very first year. And for a new Mortal Kombat game, that's really, really low. It is 9 months into the game's life cycle, but trust me, I've been covering Mortal Kombat since X. So I've been through like the prime time, which in my opinion was Mortal Kombat X, 2015-16, prime time to, right now where Mortal Kombat 1 has really bad word of mouth. It had a poor launch, and first impressions are super important. So it kind of got off to the race falling on its face, and it's been having a hard time recovering since then. So for anyone who follows Mortal Kombat 1 from the start, from the launch, this should be no surprise that the competitors, the numbers for the competitors who are competing at Evo, the numbers are so low. Because if you've been keeping up with MK1 since the beginning of launch, you guys know that it was, really high at the start, but insanely fast, like mind-blowingly fast. The interest went down an insane amount. I've never seen it in my life where the interest went downwards. It crashed like the stock market in 2008. Crypto in 2022, or what was it, 2021, somewhere on there. Right now, it's like boom, all the way down to the ground. So to me, it's no surprise. A lot of people wanted my opinions. To me, it's no surprise that the competitive numbers are so low for Mortal Kombat 1 because the interest in the game dropped off a lot. I will say this. I think NRS is, other than this Homelander patch, I don't know what happened with the Homelander patch. Homelander has bugs. They reverted cameos like Cyrax back to how they were day one. It was just a weird patch. But other than that, they had been doing a really good job of bringing Mortal Kombat 1 up to maybe not right now the potential that I could have, because I think the game is still a long ways away from that. But they've been doing a good job of bringing out DLC characters that are interesting, like Ermac. They buffed characters in the Ermac patch. I think we could all agree that patch was great. So they've been making strides to make Mortal Kombat 1 better. And hopefully, as time goes on, obviously they need to fix this Homelander patch and some of the crazy camera glitches that Homelander has. But after that, I'm hoping that they continue to improve on the game. And you never know, maybe Mortal Kombat 1 has a better second year than it had the first year. I don't know if that's going to happen, because the word of mouth for Mortal Kombat 1 is so bad from launch that it's going to be really hard to recover. As much as I love the gameplay, as much as a lot of people who watch my videos love the gameplay, a lot of the problem for people not liking MK1, I think, does come from the cameo system. It's a lot different. If you're not used to playing a assist-based fighting game, it's going to be really hard and annoying for people to play and deal with moves that are unsafe. Having a cameo or an assist come in and make them safe, a lot of people are not going to want to adjust to that. Because the only difference, in my opinion, I think Mortal Kombat 1 looks great, gameplay's amazing, but the one huge difference was the gameplay change for cameos, and unfortunately for a lot of the casual fan base, it just fell on its face completely. They just hated it and they refused to play it. Probably went back to MK11, where it's similar gameplay wise, not as many crazy combos, and you get the crushing blow mechanic, which a lot of people like. I hated the crushing blow mechanic, especially random as down 2 crushing blows or grab crushing blows, 32% damage. But a lot of people liked it, and yeah, that's my opinion on things. I think a lot of the casual fan base dropped off on the game, and that's why you guys have been seeing such low numbers for a lot of the tournaments, because not everyone that signs up to compete to a tournament is thinking about winning the whole tournament. Maybe they are like, I might have a slight chance to win, but a lot of people do it because they have fun competing. They love the game. They want to support it. That's still, even though they're competing, I guess they're not really casuals, but there was always more people in that little circle of not being amazing, but liking the game, wanting to support it, going to compete. The drop off on that number has been crazy since the game came out. So my opinion is, I'm not surprised that the number is so low for a first-year Mortal Kombat game, and I hope that NetherRealm improves the game in the future, and the word of mouth. I think they've been doing a good job, like I said. Other than the Homelander patch, I think they've been doing a good job of giving some buffs to characters. Obviously, the DLC characters have really fun gameplay. I've said this before, but I think they went really safe with a lot of the main roster characters, and they're going a little crazy with the DLC characters. They're giving them a lot more options. That's why a lot of times when a new DLC comes out, we're like, man, Peacemaker is like absolutely insane. He's a menace. Homelander, absolute menace. Ermac is harder to use because of the cancels, but he has a lot of cool shit. Quan Chi is probably the worst character in the game, but that's mostly because he's like a glass cannon type of character, has a lot of really cool animations, cool setups, cool stuff that you could do. Omni-Man is really good, has his own like brawler style gameplay, so hopefully the game keeps improving. But as far as a lot of people asking me what my opinion is, I've said it from months ago about the drop off in Mortal Kombat 1 and the interest in the game. So it hasn't changed that much. After the Ermac patch, I did see more people interested, looking for Ermac gameplay, and with Homelander, obviously a very popular character, so people have been interested. Oh, what the hell does Homelander do? What cool combos does Homelander have? Brutalities. So I feel like the interest is improving, but definitely not enough to make a dent in how much of a drop-off MK1 had from a casual fan base and standpoint compared to Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 11. So that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys have had more of an interest in MK1 after some of these DLC characters came out. If it's the same, if you just don't like the cameo system, let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think. And I might make a follow-up video. I should have probably mentioned this at the start because not everyone's going to watch all the way to the end. But if you do, I love you. And also leave a comment with your opinion. So that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you aren't subscribed already, make sure you guys do so. And if you want to see some more, there's videos popping up on the screen right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.